What's up everybody, thank you for clicking on the video. Today is the first in our series of solo run videos, starting off with the Huntress and seeing how well we can do, primarily with the freezing arrow and the zombie decoy. I think those things are going to help us do a lot better than most people would think we can do with the Huntress. If you do enjoy content like this, you want to see stuff like gameplay and information on balance updates and things like that, please do consider subscribing because I'm working really hard to put that kind of stuff out. But anyway, let's not waste any more time, let's get right into it. Alrighty, we are back with our next, yet another zombie survivor video, and today we are doing solo runs, solo builds if you will, although it's not really a build when you do it solo. This is going to be the first one I'm doing, well, first one I'm recording, I should say. I've done a little bit of practicing with all the survivors to get an idea of how I want to do this, you know, what the strategies we're going to try to use and per se. But I haven't taken these things as far as I can. So we're going to start first with the Huntress. I have a feeling that the Huntress is going to do surprisingly well in this whole experiment. Now, I think most people are going to assume that Ghost is the best solo survivor, and that maybe Tank or Engineer is up there too. But I gotta tell you, the more I play this game, the more I am surprised by the Huntress and the Medic. And, you know, the freezing flasks, the freezing arrows, things that I didn't think were good before are better when I use them in certain ways and yada yada. So I have a feeling the Huntress is going to do better than a lot of people might think she will. It would be kind of nice to have the decoy now, but it's not that big of a deal. It's only 1 minute in. So there's not so much of a strategy we can do as far as like build, like items and whatnot, because let's go to multi-shot. Because eventually we're gonna have all the skills and all the abilities, so it's not like we're really choosing something over something else. However, the choice we will have is the explosive arrows or the freezing arrows. And for the longest time, I tell you, I thought the explosive arrows were the better choice, and they might be. They are good. They kind of got buffed recently in the last balance update. Ooh, definitely critical chance. Critical chance is going to stack really, really well with the eagle eye ability and all the things the Huntress does. But anyway, like as I was saying, we're going to choose the freezing arrow. Because the freezing arrow is something that I really underappreciated early on, as did the zombie decoy. So I think both of those things, as I've learned, they kind of work together in unison, and they should really give us a survivability that a lot of other skills won't. Like, there are a lot of skills that do a lot of damage, but don't forget that the most important thing is not killing the zombies, it's actually just not dying. And if they're frozen and they're distracted, they're usually not killing you. It's a lot harder for the bosses to catch up to you. It's a lot harder for you to get swarmed when they're, you know, distracted by the decoy or frozen. So you stay alive. Doesn't matter if the zombies are dead or not. It's pretty we're gonna go with arrow rain because it'll give us a little more crowd control. Because one of the problems playing the Huntress, or really anybody solo, but primarily somebody like the Huntress or the Medic, is that you get overwhelmed pretty quickly because there's not a lot of overwhelming damage output, you know, which is something that the explosive arrows would give us. But yeah, I've already explained that. But that is the trade-off that we take. 2 minutes in, already feeling like it's like 10 minutes because it's like just me, you know, and it's like just Huntress. Let's get the arrow rain out of the way. That was really fast. One of the really nice things about arrow rain, a lot of people forget or maybe just don't think about, is that all of those arrows have their own critical chance and critical damage. So, you know, not all skill cool. Yeah, we're gonna go with the 10% skill cooldown because I'm gonna want the decoy to come out faster and faster and faster as things go on. And I'm also going to want the arrow rain to come down faster. Because that arrow rain, as I was just saying, is affected by critical chance and critical damage. And can be a pretty decent skill. A lot better than some people give it credit for. And we're already starting to see some of the benefits of the freezing arrows and the zombie decoy. I mean, I'm not hardly getting swarmed at all. Already down to just 2 things. That's so weird this early when you're doing just a solo run. I'm so used to just, you know, I probably have almost 3 people by now. At least a second person, like 2 people with upgraded stuff, you know. I guess I never think about, like, the minute, or, you know, the interval that I bring in second and third person. I guess it varies. But I have considered trying to develop, like, a guide for this game. The best way to do individual runs or set yourself up for success. Maybe that's something I should pay more attention to. Let's get the decoy out of the way. So I haven't given a whole lot of thought. I've given it a little bit, but not a whole lot to the pickups that I want to get and the kind of things that I want to increase. You know, a la your critical chances and skill cooldowns and things like that. I feel like I had something on my face there. I think skill cooldown is going to be very important. Maybe not necessarily the skill damage, because really, I mean, not do that much damage with arrow rain and decoy. The max health, or the, you know what? Let's actually reroll here. Yeah, so then we get the med kit. That's where we're going to want to use all our rerolls in the solo run. So we have the skill tree maxed out, so we're going to get 5 rerolls. So we can make sure that we're always getting the pickup that we want. Like right there, health regen, so important. Health regen is definitely one of the most important things in the game. Just like not taking anything else into account, like the situation, just in general. Health regen, critical chance. I mean, I think those, that's the most important stuff in the game, right? I think so, just in general. So here we are, 5 minutes in. I think we got a lot of life left to go. Things haven't got too interesting yet. To be perfectly honest, I have no idea how long I can last solo. I think 20 minutes is pretty easily attainable. So I'm not going to say 20 minutes is the goal. 25 minutes, maybe 30. So I am very intrigued to see what pickups we get. We've had the skill cooldown, we've had the health regen, and we had another, didn't we? Before those. Oh, the critical chance. Also very important. Honestly, I don't need any of these, so we'll just choose the money for now. That will be important later, like to get the health on the fly like that. Oh, super important. What do we have here? Critical chance and ooh, nope. Fire rate. Toilet paper. Huntress always wants toilet paper. Huntress and Ghost need them some TP. Because as you may have heard me say in a different video, but the Huntress's bow, oh god, I need to avoid those dudes, the freaking exploding dudes, they'll be the enemy. But the Huntress's bow and the Ghost's katana are both affected by fire rate, not by reload speed. So if you have like super high reload speed, it does not mean Ghost and Huntress are going to be firing faster. Huntress, I could see how it would make sense because she is technically reloading every time. But I think the way the game sees it, she just never reloads. She's just constantly firing the same clip, the never-ending quiver of arrows that she has. You see, both those last times I got that, I didn't have max health, so I actually benefited from picking that up. Not that my health was like super low. Yeah. Get that dude to explode. The exploding dudes are definitely one of the things you have to watch out for in any run. They are an absolute run killer. If you were stuck in that small blast radius, like I've said so many times, it's not the poison that they leave behind, but the explosion from those dudes. Yes, more TP. Could have used both those other things, but seeing as we just have the Huntress, I think fire rate's gonna be super important. You can see she's already firing that thing faster. I'm gonna go a lot faster here with the Killing Frenzy. Because Killing Frenzy, does it show what it does here? Never actually checked. Yeah, fire rate 195%. So I think it gives you a fire rate boost. Let's check it when it goes away here. Yeah, it gives you a 50% fire rate. Among other things, I think. I guess, well, you know what, let's recycle. I guess that gives us, like, money and experience, right? I don't know, I've never used the recycle option. Because I never play solo. And usually you don't want to recycle it. Like, why would you want to recycle when you could be getting, like, a skill or, like, an item, you know? But sure. Does that give us... I don't know, I can't tell. I think that's supposed to give you experience. And money. Well, it doesn't really matter, because I don't need money for the skill tree, and I don't need health right now, so... We are cruising along. Cruising along. No, I think, what is this, oh, okay. We have a chest and a survivor. The survivors are a little lackluster right now, but as I said earlier, pretty soon we'll be dying to liberate the survivors so that we can get the health, you know? So, can we see how much experience we have? I don't actually think that gives you any experience when you hit recycle. I'm not sure what that does, to be totally honest. Maybe it gave me money, but then wouldn't I just choose the money? I guess money isn't always an option. Reload we don't need, reload no. Alright, reroll time. Reroll time. The axe is... it's tempting. We'll reroll again. Let's finish off the gel paper. We'll take the money. I mean, I might as well get the money. They did say in the last developer update, at least the last one I read, they were talking about possible future updates and changes. When they overhaul the skill tree, when they change that, you're going to keep all your progress. So I assume all this money that I have unspent, you know, we'll keep and spend later. Though that almost seems like an unfair head start. I guess I'll take it. I feel like I could definitely use a skill cooldown reduction. Like if I had to choose my next thing. Critical chance would be nice as well. Critical chance, full health. Ooh, magnet, that'll help, right? Not as much as I thought. I must have just gotten one. Oh yeah, we definitely need the health. Let's get this stone skin. Alright, skill cooldown. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, well, we don't need the congratulations letter on this run. Seeing as, I mean, that would help us level up faster. We don't really need to level up. I guess leveling up could give us health. But definitely not as helpful as the skill cooldown. Because the skill cooldown is going to give us the decoy, you know, 10% faster every time. arrow rain 10% faster, so. Crowd control, survivability. Now I know, like I've said before, I'm not super experienced with the solo runs, but I do know I've seen YouTube videos of people completing the hardcore mode, which is 10-minute. Well, that's a 10-minute one, right? To be honest, I've never actually completed the hardcore mode because I'm only interested in the endless. But I've seen people do that solo with like everybody, or at least the strong survivors. Which makes me feel like the 20-minute here will not be that impressive. I don't know. I don't know what the benchmark is. I think we're gonna set it here pretty soon. Possibly not with the Huntress. I think Ghost is still probably our best chance. Like I think Ghost could probably get to 30 minutes by himself. That guy's about to lay that hammer, that axe into my forehead. One more reroll. We should have taken the frozen heart, I guess. Oh, that might have been a good time to banish one of those things. I always forget that you can banish and then also select something, because that wasn't the case initially before they updated that. Man, I really want to like grab one of the other survivors. I have like this urge. Just because I know things are gonna start getting hairy. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe 20 minutes will be impressive. Because that's still 8 minutes away. Eight minutes away, we are already struggling to stay at full health at times. Oh, that decoy is popping up so often. Look at that. And see, that's already giving me thoughts about like group builds. Man, constant zombie decoy and energy shield from the engineer, and you'd have the skill cooldown from the engineer, and then you pick up a couple nuts and bolts to get the skill cooldown reduction. But then who's your third survivor, right? Ooh, see, we're down at 500 health. We definitely need that. Third survivor, I think, would have to be the medic. Medic or ghost. See, there almost is a little bit of a meta, I think. You know what? I don't want the XP modifier. So, let's take the lifesteal chance, I guess. And I say there's a little bit of a meta because I feel like every time I'm thinking about doing my absolute best, I'm like, man, I really want that health regen from the medic. Or I'm like, man, Ghost is super strong with that 1,000 cuts. But, you know, they're all viable. And that's almost what we're doing here, is proving how viable. Because like I said, I think the Huntress is going to end up being one of the better, if not the best, solo options. Just because of the decoy and the freezing arrows. And a little bit of, because I guess, like, critical stuff, but that's much lesser. And I think that would surprise a lot of people, to see the Huntress being the strongest of the solo survivors. Like, I feel like if I did a poll, I don't think a lot of people would answer. But the ones that did, I don't think would say Huntress. Closing in on 14 minutes. I really wonder what the benchmark is. I guess that's some research I could do. I could have like looked up some other YouTube channels. I almost just didn't want to spoil myself though, to be perfectly honest. You know, I almost see this as like more of like a blind playthrough of the game, like learning about it myself. The downside of that though is when you're still learning, you know, and you have a YouTube channel like this, like I'll make things like those tier list videos I have, and then afterwards I'll be like, man, I was totally wrong about this or that. Ooh, I am in A little bit of danger here. I really hope I don't... really hope I don't die. Okay, we're good. I was a little afraid that my health was low and I was going to get chained and, like, take some chain damage, take a big hit, get one of those guys to run me over. But we're fine. And we got the higher max health. Pretty happy about that. I think we could still get yet another skill cooldown, which would be good. I would like that. Another max or critical chance. Another slingshot would be good too. So slingshot would be good. Max health would be good. Nuts and bolts would be good. And, oh, another medkit would be good. Can't have enough health regen. I think we've only had one of those. Pretty sure the only thing we maxed out is the toilet paper, which is perfect. Definitely something we wanted to do in this run. Look at all these zombies though, dude. Look at this horde. Can I get a decoy? There we go. You guys check out that decoy right there. And just like that, they're all gone. But man, that was a lot of zombies on the horizon. Just because they keep coming, and we definitely do not specialize in putting them down. Let's banish this duct tape. Take the slingshot. Reload speed, to my knowledge, does nothing for us. Let's soak all of this stone skin in. Oh boy. Can I get that one? Oh, okay. I'm hoping to just freeze that big dude. The bosses are becoming a little more worrisome right now. I think the horde must have just leveled up and I didn't see it. Give me that money. 16 minutes. Well, unless something stupid. Oh, I was gonna say unless something stupid happens. I think we're pretty much a lock for 20 at this point, despite the fact that we look on the verge of death at 16 minutes. We'll take this health. We'll be at full health. We're good. We're good. We're gonna get all this experience right here. We got all these hearts. We got this killing frenzy, which really I shouldn't go out of my way to get, because what does that do? I just shoot freezing arrows faster. Oh, there's another heart. Oh, okay, well, we don't need that heart over there right now. Take this magnet though. So we did get the pickup earlier, like the magnetic beam or the something that gives us health with the magnet pickup. Ooh, skill cooldown or weapon damage. You know what? I actually think this is a case where the 5% skill cooldown is more important. Because who's kidding who? How much damage am I really doing? I think I'm probably doing more damage with the decoy. I'm curious to see that at the end of the game. What do you think I have a higher DPS with? The decoy or the freezing arrow? I think definitely the decoy, right? Definitely the decoy. It's going to have the highest DPS, I think, of anything in the run. Especially because they increase skill cooldown, right? So it's just there even more frequently. Not even really worth going up here for this. Don't need the health. But we'll take the money. Oh, I'd be so mad at this point if I accidentally chose, like, the medic. Completely, like, negate this solo run. Look at all those dudes. Oh, and that dude. Don't run me over, please. Oh, not only that, he's down. Not only did he not run me over, he slowly ran to his death. God, those fast guys are fast. Alright, next chest, please. Got some health. Stone skin just as good. Even better. The stone skin, if you have nice health regen, don't forget that the stone skin is like almost better than a health pickup, because during that time you'll just regenerate so much health. You don't have to worry about losing any. Like, even with a heart, you could, like, get the health and then lose it, like, so fast. With the stone skin, you're pretty sure to just doop, 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 you know. Health's going down kind of fast. Ooh, even more fire rate or more skill cooldown? I'm gonna go with the skill cooldown. Fire rate, it's only 5%. Wouldn't be a game changer, but that would be important too. Is that they are freezing arrows, right? So you're freezing more people. I'm not actually sure if there's like a limit to how many like zombies can be frozen at a time. You know, like if you have 6 frozen and you freeze another one, does it unfreeze one of them? You know what I mean? Can the game handle freezing everybody? How long do they stay frozen? And does that change for like how strong they are, like how powerful the horde is? I don't know. All things I need to kind of experiment with and find out during my infatuation with the freezing stuff. Oh boy. Okay, they're getting a little fast. I'm getting a little worried. Getting a little worried that we're not going to get... Oh, okay, Stone Skin's going to help us. Getting a little worried that we're not going to get to our 20-minute benchmark, but here we are. We're getting there. Those fast dudes are just so fast right now. They're like getting to me too quickly. And I don't have the AoE crowd control. So I can avoid them a little bit like that, but... Oh, man. Well, we definitely want the nuts and bolts. I'm starting to think the end is near, though. If I can get the decoy to keep popping up, because they do respond to the decoy. Most of the time. I don't know, I wonder what that is too, like how sometimes they seem to really respond to the decoy and other times not so much. I did not see myself pick up that stone skin. That really looked like I was picking up money. I also think this boss zombie would have just killed me right there if I didn't freeze him. Alright, 20 minutes. This does require a bit of juking, a bit of ankle breaking. But you know what? That's actually easier to do when it's just one survivor. So that's kind of a strength that you've given yourself. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Some health here. We're good, we're good. Get back up to max health. Come on. Let's do it. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. We're there. We were there. It's alright. We're gonna get this chest. There's so many of those fast dudes. Yeah. They're gonna be the end of me. In fact, they might be the enemy right here. Nope. No. Oh. That's what happens, though, is the little guys, they herd you into the big guys. See, I just avoided that guy with my shoulder. It's a pro game move. Oh. Come on, get that health back up. See how many friggin' bosses were over there? Oh, see? I said earlier, we're really going to appreciate those health pickups later on. Oh, stone skin. Yes. I love how the stone skin, like, it also means, like, well, you know the run's going to last, like, 10 seconds longer. I think that's how long they last, right? 5-10 seconds? I think it's 5 seconds. I think it used to be 10 before they nerfed it. Oh, God, that's got to be it for me. That's got to be a wrap. Maybe not. The zombie decoy has breathed life into me yet again. Stay off me, fast dudes. Oh, juked. Oh, no. What did we get? 22 minutes. 22 minutes. So, we'll see. We'll see what the other survivors get. I have a feeling that that's gonna be among the better ones. But you watch, I'll get better and better, and just because of my, I don't know, game IQ, I'll do better. But what was our DPS? I could not have been more wrong. Freezing arrow DPS way higher than the zombie decoy. Don't ever listen to me. I don't know anything. But you watched the run, right? I mean, you saw how important the decoy was. You saw how they would like flock to it. So 22 minutes says the Huntress. Thank the toilet paper. More medkits would have been nice. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching.